Yo, what's going on? Sharesh May, WWTV. Man, apologies for my tardiness. One of my apps that I use to go live that I wanted to use tonight because it allows me to share my screen. It's not working. Not sure why. I'm usually automatically logged in. It asked me to log in. I logged in, but it didn't work. So not sure what's the problem. But we're going to rock and roll anyway. I really need to fix it because I wanted to show you my screen. And I can't do that from this particular app. What up, Nicole? So I'll figure it out, though. Anyway, so check it out. I'm going to do something that I've never done before that I'm actually kind of excited about, man. You give me a second real quick. I'm trying to copy and paste this this text into this video. I had to do it later. Anyway. So tonight I was going to show y'all my screen, but I don't think I can do that natively inside this Facebook app. So I'll end up doing it later tomorrow. Not entirely sure. So anyway, what I want to do, what's going on, Miss Tanya? I've been talking about for the last couple of days, this new app that I'm developing on this SaaS app, right? You may see people put SaaS, S-A-A-S. And I'm really excited about it. It's called Agreedly, right? Or Agreed.ly. I bought both the domains. So my goal with this app, what I love about it is because it solves a very unique problem that I have. And talking to some of my friends and mentors, one that I just respect and admire, and also friends and mentors that have software apps, is there's a huge opportunity for this thing, man. So I'm actually really excited about that. But what I'm going to do, I don't know how I'm going to structure it, but I'm going to allow you all to follow along and actually watch me build this thing. So I wanted to share my screen with you all today. But again, the app that I was using, it didn't allow me to log into my account. I'm not sure why. I may try it again later. We'll figure it out. What's going on, Dre? How you doing? Oh, I got to send you this picture, Dre. Matter of fact, let me show it to you real quick. I was in the airport in Miami and I saw something. And it made me think about you. I don't know if you can see this, but hold up. It was like this dope, like little flower artwork on the wall. And it made me think about you and your flowers. And I took the picture and I meant to send it to you and post it. I have it. Yeah, I just took that yesterday morning. But I thought that was really cool. It's like flowers that say peace and love. And it made me think of you and your fly flowers that you do. And I know you had some in, I think it was Lenox Mall or Phipps Plaza, one of those malls over there. But yeah, I gotta give you that though. But it was nice though. It made me think about you. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna let y'all follow along as I build this software app. Now, I've never built software before, so I'm really excited about that. I've been kind of like itching to build an app for quite some time, probably the better part of a year, and I'm finally doing it, man. And I was talking to my guy Brandon yesterday. He's built several software applications, and one of the things he said that I really liked, he was like, man, because you use the app, it's actually gonna be really cool for you to build it because it's a lot easier to build something than you actually like a user of it. And this is something that I need now in my business. It would solve a huge issue that I had. What up, Tanil? And so I'm gonna let y'all follow along as I take this thing to $100,000 a month. That's my goal. Now, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do it. I have no clue. But with my marketing skills, I'm sure it won't take long. But I think the part that's gonna take the most time is just, getting to 100K a month with this business, it'll take some time. But the part that I'm most excited about, just seeing like that process is the development process, man. So actually this morning I had a conversation with a programmer. It was a great call. He was the first interview that I had. And again, this is why I talk to y'all about like getting mentors and people who've done it. And then also like doing what they told you to do. So I talked to my guy, Brandon, again yesterday. Shout out to Brandon. I know he on ClickFunnels, man. He's launching some new stuff. I don't know if I can talk about it yet, but Kanata, what's up, brother? But anyway, man, I talked to Brandon for like an hour, and I should have recorded the conversation. I was just taking notes. I usually record them. It just didn't slip my mind. But anyway, I talked to Brandon for like an hour, and he was giving me like these different questions I should ask programmers, some things that I should think about that I probably wouldn't have thought about since I'm new to this journey. He was talking about the mindset of the programmers, the work ethic of the programmers, even little stuff like when hiring developers that live in say foreign countries like India, maybe the Philippines, they typically culturally, they kind of just they'll roll with what you tell them to do, right? And that's something that I hadn't considered because I hadn't like really hired a programmer, a developer to build an app before. So he was like, man, if you get like a programmer in India or the Philippines or one of these what's that? Is that Eastern countries? He said a lot of times, man, you would tell them to do something. What's up, mama? You would tell them to do something. It's my mama, Miss Shirley McGowan. You would tell them to do something, and they'll just do it because you told them to do it, right? Versus if you get somebody that's say Western like us, right? We in the U.S. Or you get somebody that's tell Sarah I said, what up, son? If you get somebody that lives in like say Europe or something like that, man, their personality and the culture, like if you tell them to do something and they don't think it's a good idea, like they'll give you a lot of pushback, and you actually need that from a good developer. But so luckily, the gentleman that I spoke to this morning, he is Indian, but he's actually from the U.S. Well, he was born in the U.S. Lived he was 5. His family, they moved back to India, so he's grown up in India, but he is like from the U.S. though, so he got U.S. roots. And another thing, he speaks perfect English, which is a big thing too when you hire in developers, because you can, like the trade-off is you can hire a developer that's like foreign. They're a lot less expensive, right? That's one of the pros. Sometimes because we live on a different coast and it's like a 12-hour time difference, sometimes while you're sleeping, like they're working, right? And so you can wake up to somebody having things done. And a lot of times they just work a lot faster. But some of the cons though, it's like, man, because they live in a foreign country, the English might be choppy. It may be very difficult to communicate with them sometimes. And also, like Brandon was sharing with me, the mindset issues that you may deal with some foreign programmers. And there's some other things too, man. But, and then the time difference could be an issue as well, right? Like if we're Eastern time where I live in Atlanta, right, in Georgia, you on the East Coast and it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, their time, our time, and 12 a.m. their time, it can be very difficult for you to have like communication and phone calls because you either got to be up like really early or you have to be up really late because of the time difference. So, but anyway, I feel like I found like a good mix with this guy. And also he was like one of the few people that that applied to my job description in Upwork that like thoroughly answered all my questions before I actually talked to him. Right. So, but anyway, I'm gonna have y'all follow along as I do this, man. I'm really excited about doing this, building my first app. I wish I could share my screen with you right now. I can't show you this. I got the logo. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I posted it in the group though. Y'all should have seen that with the post, but I got the logo today. I'm really excited. I like that a lot. I'm probably gonna go with more of a horizontal design, but he just sent it to me with like the box on top. So it got like a feather pen. So it's cool, man. I'm really excited about doing this. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all follow along with me as I get this bad boy to 100 grand a month. Tomorrow, I'm sure I have my tech stuff right where I can share my screen and show you this stuff. But like I'm legit gonna go from start to finish, like just what I'm doing, man, and let y'all follow along with me every day, and we'll see what happens, man. It's gonna be a cool journey regardless. We're gonna help a lot of people. We're gonna make some money, and then if you've ever thought about building an app or just hiring people, man, if you're new to the hiring process, I'm gonna like break down step by step what I'm doing, and let you just follow along with me every day. And so this is like another thing I like about this, like it's a compliment to my core business, right? Like I'm all about focus, and especially like doing one thing until you get that to the revenues, the mission, the goal, whatever it is your thing is. But this is a compliment to what I'm doing, and it solves a huge problem that I need in my business. So it's like man, even if nobody bought it, but I know people will because people need it, even if they don't know they need it just yet. It's something that I need. So like I'm building it. And I think this is good for today, like the mindset behind even building this app, right? Like some people want to build apps because they think it's cool or it's hot, right? And you see all of these people like blowing up in the news and the media building out these software companies. But sometimes, man, you want to build an app because you think it's hot, you think it's a cool idea, you want to make it like a slight variation of something else. Like all of that's cool, right? But me, I'm building this app primarily because like I need it, right? So if all else fail, which I know because of the way I build businesses and the way I show people how to build businesses, it's very difficult to fail outside of you just not doing it or skipping steps, right, or things being incomplete. But if everything failed, right, like if nothing worked and I just ended up with like this app that was simple and it worked and it solved my problem, like I would be totally happy and okay with that because it is solving a huge pain for me in my business, which is like automating the contract process. So I'm really excited about developing it and going along this journey. So again, I'm gonna let y'all follow along with me. My goal is to get this bad boy to $100,000 a month. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I think the development process may take 30 to 60 days. That's what the guy said. And we had a long conversation this morning, and I'm actually gonna hire him. So I think what I'll do tomorrow, which I wanted to do today, but I can't share my screen natively inside of Facebook. I don't think I can anyway. I was trying this app that I usually use. It just didn't work. It didn't let me log on. Sandra, I don't know if it's Sandra or Sandra, but what's going on, Sandra? Glad to see you this evening. Yeah, so I think tomorrow what I'll do is show y'all like the process I did to actually get the logo done. I typically don't get logos done first, but again, I got some friends helping me, and I'm using this site called 99 Designs, which is my first time using it, and they are a little pricier for logos. But because I'm going to use them to, one, do the logo and to develop like this one-page homepage for me for the app so I can start making sales as quickly as possible, I went on ahead and used them. So like typically for a logo, I got this woman on Fiverr. Man, she's incredible. And her logo started like $50, which is, you start talking about like brand identity for your company, that's really inexpensive. And it can go up to $100 or more. But it's less than like $100, $150. It depends on what you need. And you can get it for $50. Like it depends on the files you need, depend on how many revisions. Like they got different like tiers and Fiverr like that. But I think it starts at like $50, which is really inexpensive for a logo. And so anyway, I typically would go with her, but because I'm using 99 Designs and I just wanted to go through the learning curve, I got this logo done on 99 Designs. And 99 Designs, they start at logos for $300, right? So like I'm already like $300 in the game in this business. And typically I'll start selling something before I get a logo done, before I do any of that stuff, just to make sure that there's a market for it, right? Like a lot of people get everything done first and then try to go sell something. But me, typically I will sell it first and then start to get like branding, websites, all the other stuff done second. Because again, my philosophy, if you've been watching me, if you've been paying attention, is like we don't need to build it if we can't sell it, right? So the only reason I didn't do that first, one, because I've talked to people, I always do my customer research, but primarily is because I'm the customer, right? I know I need it. I know how big of a problem it solves for me in my business. And then talking to some other people who have similar businesses, and again, the qualifier being they've been in business some time and they dealt with the problem that I'm solving, like I know there's a huge market for it. So that's why I was impressed about like getting sales first. And then also, again, I use 99 Designs to get the logo done. It is probably like triple the price I might usually pay. But I was like, it's cool, man. I'm gonna learn the site. And I'm also gonna hire somebody on there to do like the homepage. Cause it's like, you know, them apps, man, they got like a certain little cool little look about some of them. And I want that, like, cause I could build a website quick. But I don't want to do that. And also I want to hire a professional to do it. It's way more expensive than I typically would go, especially like out the gate. But even like right now, if you go to agreedly.com, you'll see I just got a landing page up, right? I built that real quick. Took me, you know, no time almost. WordPress. I'll put the link down in here. WordPress site. And Agreedly. WordPress site just to collect leads, right? And it should not still say just another WordPress site, but whatever, it's cool. So if you're interested in getting the app, you click that link, you can get on the list, get on the launch list. But boom, you get that up, man, you start getting some leads. I already probably got like 8 people opted in. So I've been talking about it the last couple of days. Totally cool. 99 cents for a logo. Yeah, mine wasn't 99 cents, brother. it was more like 399 cents. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was a cool process. Oh, the other thing about 99 Designs, which is really dope, is that, and unlike Fiverr, is that once you place a project, you actually get people to do like a contest for your thing, right? So let's say if you got a logo project, like I just completed, because I just awarded it to the winner. You can literally get, man, hundreds of designers to actually place designs for your thing, and you pick the best one, and you can talk to them and say, hey, change this. I would like to see this, like to see that. And they are competing to kind of like win your bid, which is dope, right? And so I really like that. So it was cool, man. But anyway, we're going to follow along. I'm going to show y'all what we're doing. But I'm really excited to build this thing and let y'all look over my shoulder every day. So I'll see how long we'll do this, because every day it ain't like an update. But just over the next like few months, or just however long it take, man, you know, when I do get an update, when something changes, when, you know, pages are getting complete, when I'm talking to the programmer, when I'm hiring people to do it, when I'm going through the customer acquisition process, like I kind of show y'all exactly what I'm doing so you can kind of follow along, man. So I think it'll be really cool. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. Peace. So tomorrow I'll kind of go through the 99 design stuff and then also show y'all like what I did to like post a brief to hire a programmer, right? A lot of people get kind of like antsy around hiring people and what you say, what you use, what's blah, 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 blah. So I kind of show y'all what I did, how I vet them, my process for doing that. Because those are like the first two steps. And then the name, like why I picked the name. I guess I can say that now. So Agreedly, I always wanted to create one of them little apps with the LY on the end, man. I don't know. But, you know, the word agreed, right? Agreed, like you agreed to some kind of terms on the contract. And then it's like agreed.ly. And if you're unfamiliar with top level domains, right, or a TLD for short, a top level domain is essentially the dot and whatever comes after that, right? So it's like .com, .edu, .net, .me, .whatever, right? So that's a TLD. .ly, you got .es. They got a lot. Some people got your country code, so you got .us. I'm sure some of y'all seen that. .co, right, without the M. .co. So that's called a top level domain. So you start to see people making these cool little websites with like the .ly, the .me, the .whatever after it. So that's just a TLD, a top level domain. So I actually own probably 3 different top level domains. Well, excuse me, 3 alternatives outside of the .com. I have another domain that's really cool that I I'm actually going to use. So it's I'll put it in the thing. It's enrich, right? It's ENDRI.ch. And so like the word spells enrich, and I'm actually going to use that for my book and my movie that's about to come out. You can see I just put the link in right there. Yeah, so I'm using it as a redirect, right? But it's ENDRI.ch. So visually, when you look at it, like it reads enrich, but the TLD, the top level domain, is .ch, right? And I can't remember what country .ch is for, but you can get like really creative with domains using alternative top level domain extensions, right? Like the .com, .edu, .me. Like I got another one, or I had it maybe. It was like, you know, basketball. I play ball, right? So like if somebody can play ball, people will say, oh, he got game, right? So I actually bought the domain. Drea Goss, what up, my friend? I had bought the domain HEGOTGA.me, right? So it's like spelled he got game because the hegotgame.com wasn't available. So you can get really cool. You can get cool with some domain names and how you buy them and the way you use the like leverage the top level domain extension. So that's why I bought like the Agreed. I got agreedly.com, right? Agreedly.com. And I also bought agreed.ly. And the agreed.ly actually forwards to agreedly.com, right? So I bought both of those. The .ly was significantly more expensive than the, so man, I lied. I'm $300 in for the logo. The domain agreed.ly is $100 a year. And if you never bought a domain before, they're typically $10 a year. If you're signing up for a domain registrar for the first time, sometimes they might give you a deal for $1. So I bought this one. It's $100 a year. Totally cool, whatever. And then the agreedly.com was like $9 a year. So some of those alternative top level domains can get really expensive. So actually, I'm actually like $410 in. with this business already. So it's cool. Anyway, so we're gonna kick that off tomorrow, man. I'll start talking more about that, give you more details on it. Again, cool. I didn't the app that I use to show my screen, I wanted to show y'all some of this stuff tonight. It didn't work for me. So anyway, tomorrow, man, if you're excited about that, man, it'd be cool. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Again, if you're just tuning in, as I close out, man, that's a good ass question, Kanad. I'm gonna hit you with that one. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna let y'all like follow along with me as I take this SaaS company to $100,000 a month, man. It's agreedly.com. It's an app that helps small business owners, local business owners, service providers, course creators, content creators to actually get contractual agreements signed automatically. So Kanata said, how do you get the spam calls and stop after buying a domain? So when you buy a domain, you actually have the opportunity you got to get your domain registered privately. A lot of people don't do that because depending on the registrar, a registrar is just where you buy your domain. Depending on the registrar, it costs money to get a private registration. So if your registration is public, if you've ever bought a domain before, man, you probably start immediately getting solicitations for website services to buy the other domains, right? You get the .com, they want you to buy the .edu, the .net, the .biz, the .co. They just like be blowing your stuff up, man, because your stuff is like publicly available if you didn't pay to get it a private registration. So with my registrar, I use oneandone.com. They actually have now, they used to charge, but now they actually have a free registration, free private registration to go along with it. So he said, I need it now, man. Yeah, they be on you, bro. They be on top of you, man. But you know, man, you can learn a lot from them cats though, right? Because it's good business. Somebody buys something, you know, the next thing is the upsell. And then most people, it's so many people that's just getting into the internet for the first time every single day, or getting into online business for the first time every single day. And a lot of those people need websites and they clueless about it. So it's a good opportunity for them, man. And I know the company's making a killing on the back end, you know, with those phone calls and with those upsells. So with the related service, because you need it, next step, right? So anyway, man, peace. See y'all tomorrow, man. We're going to ride along, follow along with me on this journey. I'm really excited to take it and kind of like just like lift up the curtain, show y'all what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing, why I do it, why I make certain moves. I've never developed a software company before. And so this is my first time, man. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to help a lot of people. And I'm definitely going to help myself because I'm building this for myself because it solves a problem that I have. But I also know that other people need it too. So peace. Shout out to Kanata, my man. Appreciate you coming on, brother. That was a great question. Oh, Miss Angie, what's going on, Miss Angie? How you doing? I ain't seen you in so long. That's one of my mom's really good friends, Miss Angie. When I was a kid, you was always so nice to me. I'm glad you're coming on to come say hello. Tanil, what up? Miss Sandra, Tashana, what's going on, Tashana? My mama, shout out to my mama. She was on. My son said, what up, son? Shantae, Dre Harrison, Miss Tanya, Nicole. If I missed you, that's because I did not see your name pop up on my screen and you did not comment. So if you want me to shout you out, I'll holler at you. Say something to me, man, so I can talk back to you. So peace, y'all. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow. We're going to ride along and get this thing done. Peace. Love y'all.